How to get so good at Facebook ads you can't stop printing money. Facebook ads can be an infinite money generator, but only if you know how to set up your campaigns profitably, consistently. In the past 7 years, I've personally spent over 70 million US dollars on Meta and TikTok, and I've generated over 150 million in directly attributable income for my clients. And in this video, I'm going to reveal my step-by-step process so that you get so good at Facebook ads, it's impossible to not succeed. First up, let's talk about the #1 highest leverage variable that you have as an advertiser to change in your ad account. I'll give you a second. It's not audiences, it's not your bid strategy, it's not your ad copy, it's your ad creative. Think back to circa 2017. Some of you might not have even known what Facebook ads were back then, and hey look, fair play, we all start somewhere. But I remember this is back when I was getting into the marketing world, and every single guru on YouTube was talking about the new interest testing strategy, how you set your ad sets at $5 a day, you select a bunch of interest groups and lookalikes and see which one performs the best. And then you just cut the next one tomorrow morning if it doesn't get you a sale. And we all thought that that was the way to run ads successfully back then. Yeah, that did not age very well. Fast forward to 2024, broad targeting has completely taken over the landscape from an audience testing point of view. No longer do you have to upload specific audiences for your specific target market. Instead, your ad creatives do the targeting. And the reason for this is because the machine learning algorithm of Meta is so good at finding the ads that users want to see that you don't need to select a specific restricted cohort of users to show those ads to. Every Facebook ad is an organic post. It has a set amount of people that are going to watch it, and from those original people, the Meta algorithm will determine who the next set of people are going to watch. That is exactly how a lookalike audience works, and it's why ads at Broad make their own lookalike audiences. Just think, like, how much additional revenue would your business be able to generate if you had a viral post go live on Facebook or Instagram tomorrow that talked exactly about your product? That is how paid ads can work, and that is why everything that we do is an attempt to build a unicorn ad, an ad that can spend millions profitably every day, consistently for years. It's very hard to do, and companies, they spend hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars developing new creatives, trying to find those unicorn ad concepts because they know that one winner will make up for 99 failed attempts. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, but Jory, I don't have money, time, or resources to test 100 ads. And my response to you is, start somewhere. You don't have to test 100 ads right out of the gate. What you do need to do is build a system that you can consistently rely upon to produce new assets and test them in a controlled environment. And if you do that over a long enough period of time, I guarantee you will find a creative winner for your business. And if you don't want to do that, well, enjoy being broke, because there's competition out there that will do that and they will surpass you. Next, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the controlled environment because it's a very vague and broad term. I'll start off by saying this: you should only be testing one variable at a time per ad set, which means that you should either be testing a hook, a retention sequence, a call to action, or a caption style for the actual ad technicality setup and having multiple variations based off of that. And each ad set also should only be testing one ad style, meaning you don't want to lump in images and videos in the same ad set. You don't want to lump in UGC with animation style video because you want to have a very concise data pool, and you don't want your ads to be competing for each other for attribution. Instead, you want to have micro variation edits that allow the algorithm to split test on one variable and find the best possible combination for that ad. If you don't know how to build these iterations and come up with ideas, here are 5 things that you can interchange on every new ad test. You have your mediums, which is what format are you testing? A static image. Short form, which is 15 seconds or less. Mid form, which is 16 seconds to 3 minutes in total length. Or long form, where it's 3 minutes plus. Next, your marketing angle. And so you need to identify as a performance marketer what your best marketing angles are, and then test those against different mediums. Your creative style. You can test a static image or a short form video with a specific marketing angle, but then you can pair that with a creative style. Maybe you use user-generated generated content. Maybe you have an animation style video where you have your product 3D rendered and spinning on screen, and you want to test all of those three variables all against each other so you can see how that really starts to multiply. And then the last two, your heuristic, or the script of the video, is essentially how the cognitive bias is functioning in the user's brain. Is your ad trying to primarily get engagement from the user? Is it trying to be relatable to the end user? Or is it trying to showcase value of your product or business? And you can write different scripts and you can put different copy on your ads to hit these different heuristics and compare them and contrast them with all the mediums, all the styles, and all the marketing angles that you have at your disposal. And then lastly, caption style, which refers to videos only. So I know you can't really test this with static images aside from maybe your font, but are you using Instagram native style captions with the white or black background and white or black text? Are you using Alex Hormozi style captions with the colors changing all the time and the emojis? The reason we have all of these variables that I'm telling you to interchange in your ads is because each one of them paired with each other could potentially hit a different cohort of users on Meta. Remember, in the United States alone, there's 330 million people that are on Facebook, and all of those people are going to be segmented into different buckets, and those buckets are going to react positively or negatively to ads depending on those Frankenstein concepts together. And that is how you scale an ad account. If you're not sure how to develop marketing angles, I'll give you a quick, simple formula. Think about what benefits your product or service actually offers to the end user. What unique mechanisms does it include? For example, with those self-cooling bed sheets that I sold, they actually use NASA-inspired silver technology within the fabrics, and that was a unique selling mechanism that we used to convince people to buy our product. Now, if you execute on that exercise, you'll probably be left with a handful of random value propositions for your product or service. Rank them from most important to least important, and then develop ads based on all of them. I'll give you an example with that bedsheets brand. I actually tested the self-cooling marketing angle versus the antibacterial marketing angle. There are two different value propositions that the product provides to the end user, but we actually found through rigorous testing on the creative side that self-cooling vastly outperformed every other marketing angle, including antibacterial. Now you know how to create and test banger ad creatives. Take a look at the 6 settings over here that could completely f your Facebook ROAS. And I will see you next time. Cheers. You guys like axes and pirates? Cause I just bought a $600 axe from Pete's Pirate Life, and I don't know why I did. It looks really cool. It was a limited release. I don't know, I just like to share random shit like that sometimes.